What will you do to come out of the clutter which is happening in your life? How will you come out of that clutter? What steps you will take to come out of that clutter? First of all, you noted down the clutter: Instagram, YouTube shorts, videos, and here and there, work life balance and all those things which you are not able to manage, spending too much of time in office, not able to, somebody said a naughty child. I would not agree to that. A naughty child is a naughty child, but then you could, can't get rid of that clutter. You have to cope up with that. You got to, make sure that, you both are enjoying. 2024, I want to give you one important message. And that important message is going to be on your screen. This is what we have to make it possible now. Road from success to significance. Yeah, I am sure you all have tasted the success, tasted the failures, tasted so many things as per your experience, 10, 15, 20, 30, 35, 40 years. But I know one of the things which will matter to you if you make sure you want to go and do it is the significance. And how will that road from success to significance will happen? We're gonna do that today. S to S, success to significance. During your journey in this career grooming, that, the significance is the most important thing, right? Success is also important, but from success to significance, to fulfillment, to going on and understanding what makes you happy. What makes you happy at the end of the day matters the most. What makes you happy will make your family also happy, will make your family also feel proud about you, and the friend circle, the society, the community which you live into. So we have to make sure, if you are stuck, if you are finding hard to figure out what is the next move in my career, and have you experienced some unforeseen event that forced you to rethink your plans on your future, and if you really do not have the plan to move forward from where you are right now. Some of you guys are working as in you have to just live day to day life. But how about having an end goal in life, which drives you, which drives your energy, which makes you think differently, which actually, takes you to the next level where you say that this is what is my end goal. I am doing, working in my life, in my career, in my personal goals, in my health goals, in my all areas of life, because I have an end goal in my mind. But having the end goal clarity is very, very, very important. If we do not know why are we moving, what are we doing, why are we kind of every day doing something, learning something, growing or not growing, doing something every day, but at the end of the day, if we are not clear on our end goal, then there is a challenge. Because, if we don't have the end goal in mind, maza nahi aayega. How about making 2024 a very different year by finding out why am I doing what am I doing? What actually drives me on daily basis? If you have a big enough end goal in your mind, how will automatically get scripted? Because that will start driving you every day. That will start making you feel that, I'm doing all these things, but is it connected to my end goal? No or yes? If no, then I need to rejig. I need to fine tune. Frequency थोड़ा set करना पड़ेगा रेडियो का. Nothing will happen immediately, but gradually, eventually, you will find that direction and find that path where you will have a smile all the way on your faces. Because you would know that whatever I'm doing today, whatever I'm doing in this year, whatever I'm doing in this week, whatever I'm doing in this quarter is actually going to drive me towards my end goal. Before I tell you what is your end goal, my end goal is to establish a sports academy. You guys must be thinking, Vishal, kar kya raha hai? ग्रूमिंग करवा के फाइनली स्पोर्ट्स एकेडमी खड़ा करने वाला है. But that's how it is. I really want to establish a sports academy for the underprivileged children who really want to play a sport, but they're not getting that services, they're not getting that international infrastructure, international level coaches who can get not only these people, these children do what they love. We always tell our kids study, 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 study hard. And this is connected to my big why. I was like that. Since childhood, my parents were after me. Vishal, पढ़ ले, fail हो जाएगा. क्या बनेगा तू लाइफ में, क्या होगा तेरा? But I always used to tell my dad, let me go and play. Let me go and play badminton, cricket, tennis. I can do much better over there. No, but they were never listening to me. They were always saying, no, Vishal. In our society, in our culture, this is not happening. You have to study. You have to get good grades. You have to get good marks. You have to become an IAS officer. That was another thing. I said, IAS officer, मुझे पता नहीं है IAS का, आप मुझे IAS officer बनाओगे. But the inside which was always there, that I want to play a sport. Whenever I used to go and play with my friends, I used to enjoy that the most. I could feel that if I could have gone there in that field and done something over there, it would have been fun. But that's never late, right? There is something which is gonna be coming soon. And I am gearing up for that end goal. I am preparing very hard. I am making and doing some stuff which is gonna make that dream come true. Maybe I continue to groom you guys. I continue to transform 1 million careers. But along with that, that's something which probably somebody takes up. But my mission, my vision, my dream, my end goal, whatever you may call it, I want to do that. Especially for those children, for those people those kids who want to play a sport, but their parents, first of all, it's not the parents' fault. It's the information, the knowledge which they have. They feel that's the only route where at least they study and get something. But on the other hand, if we start educating them as well, we have such kind of a plan where we educate the parents also, that if you tell them that you stop studying and start just building your career in sports, and everything is on us. We're going to pay the bills. We're going to get them the infrastructure. We're going to get them the coaches. Yes, there will be some of the people who can afford it, and that the organization runs off its own. We never want to, keep funding it. And one fine day we feel like that the funds are over. That should not happen. It should last forever, like Vipassana. Yeah, do you know that Vipassana is kind of a foundation which is a self-funded foundation, where you need not do anything. You just go there 10 days of Vipassana and you donate money at the end of the 10th day. When you donate money, with that donation only, that organization is running successfully, because people like Narendra Modi and various ministers, Kapil Sibal and all that, these people used to go there and used to donate crazy money. And that's how it's running successfully, Vipassana. And worldwide now, they have centers not only in India, New Zealand, Canada, Australia, everywhere. Yeah? Is that giving you goosebumps? Type in GB in the chat box if it's giving me goosebumps. Whenever I talk about this, I feel my body, my energy, my excitement has gone to the next level. And when I see that happening in front of my eyes, when I sit in that academy, one academy, second academy, and I see the children's playing in front of my eyes, I'm going to live those memories. Yes, this is what I was not able to do. Now these kids are doing it. And some of them, when they grow up and then when they play the game at international level, yeah, some of them playing cricket, football, tennis, I can tell you, that's what drives me. That's what keeps me awake. That's what keeps my energy high. That's what is actually some of you really want to do in your own way. By the way, some of you can have an end goal like you want to take care of your family properly. You want them to, kind of live a life, a dream life for your children. The end goal can be that also. It's not that it has to be so big. Do not go into a word called shiny object syndrome. Make sure it is something which drives you from inside. When somebody asks you about your end goal, you should say that, my end goal is this and I'm working towards that day in, day out, and that's what is driving me. What are you doing that is distracting you or detracting you these days? We need to cut the clutter out first so that then we can have the focus that this is what you need to put a full stop. And how to put a full stop? Do not just decide today that I'm going to cut it completely out. That's not going to happen. Number one, you're going to reduce it by 5%, then by 10%, then by 15%, then by 20%, and gradually you will get rid of it. And when you know your end goal, these things have no place. Let me be very honest. I do binge watch a very, I think there was some workshop I was attending in Goa. They made us do some exercise where they said, go to Instagram, go to this page and find out the time, how much you are spending on Instagram. My time was 1 minute per day. Yeah. And I'm really happy because I know that I'm doing something productive and constructive. That's why my Instagram time is less. Some of them were worried. Oh shit, I have only 5 minutes. I need to increase it. I need to watch more Instagram. वो भेड़चाल एक दूसरे को देख के. So make sure your distractions are away. Yeah. What would it take to get rid of the clutter in your life and get clear? Answer this question. What would it take to remove all the clutter, all the nonsense, all the things which are disturbing you? What will you do to come out of the clutter which is happening in your life? How will you come out of that clutter? What steps you will take to come out of that clutter? First of all, you noted down the clutter: Instagram, YouTube shorts, videos, and here and there, work-life balance and all those things which you are not able to manage, spending too much of time in office, not able to, somebody said, a naughty child. I would not agree to that. A naughty child is a naughty child, but then you could, can't get rid of that clutter. You have to cope up with that. You got to, make sure that, you both are enjoying. You both are enjoying. Yeah. So this clutter, how you will be, put your mind behind it, take a pause, maybe, think about this, close your eyes 1 minute and go to that zone where you can say to yourself, this is how I am going to remove the clutter which is going on in my life. Yes. Please note it down. Please write it down. So, ladies and gentlemen, coming back, before we go to actually what we are doing here, this is what we are trying to achieve. Road from success to significance. In 2024, I wish, I pray, I really want each and everyone start functioning like this. Getting clear, getting free, getting going. Yeah, you need to have the clear goals in front of you. You need to give yourself the time where you can think, and at the end of the day, you will get going where you want to go. So the underline here is, how will this happen? Getting clear, getting free, get going. I'm setting the rules of the game now. In the morning, when you will wake up, will not wait for 1st of January from tomorrow itself. First 30 minutes of your morning will go into self-reflection. No mobile, no email, no distraction, straight away into the silent zone. If the silent zone cannot be provided to you in your home, at your home, it is difficult, please walk out of your space. 30 minutes. Maybe you can start with 10 minutes. If your schedule is totally packed and you're not able to spare that, it's actually called me time, to simplify. And what are you gonna do in that 30 minutes? You're gonna write down your end goal. You may call it an end goal, you may call it a life goal. Some of the people call it a life goal also. This life, I would like to achieve this. End goal, this is in this life, at the end, I would like to achieve this. So, your life goal, 1, 2, 3, whatever the number is, I would still want, don't keep it too long, but make sure that 30 minutes in the morning to get clear, to get absolutely this clutter out, and no nonsense, no mobile, no email, no laptop, nothing at that moment. Getting clear, getting free, and hence just watch it. Just watch it. That how much change you see in your work style, how much change you see in your relationship style, how much change do you see in what is driving you. Yeah, I hope you're getting the sense of this, what I'm trying to say here. One thing is for sure, all the successful people have one thing in common. They have the absolute sense of their mission, their end goal, at any cost. At any cost. And some of you, I want to warn you, if you are thinking that my end goal is something which I can achieve in next 5 years or 10 years, and something which after that, what will I do? Your end goal can evolve. Let's say, I give my example. My sports club is getting ready, let's say 5 years down the line. Then do you think I still have the same energy, I still have the same body, I can still do so many things? Will that end my journey? No. When you achieve something big, you are actually striving towards something even bigger. So your end goal should also evolve. If it's done, that doesn't mean it's over, it's end. What person you are becoming in this process, what thought process is happening with you in this process, what changes you are seeing in yourself in this process are actually going to change so many things. First of all, you need to have a big enough goal, and then you need to ensure that this is getting connected. When you are writing down your core goals, your end goals, your big why, please ask this also to yourself. Are your goals aligned to your core values? Even if it's a short-term goal, even if it's a long-term goal, even if it's your end goal, even if it's your mission, even if it's your vision, if this is not aligned with your core value, I can tell you, you will not be able to drive it the way you should be driving it, with full integrity. Yeah, we will touch upon the core values and the things maybe in the next session, whenever it happens. I don't know, maybe next year, but we will do that. We will touch upon this because that's another area where a lot of people struggle. They do have some fancy goals. They do want to achieve so many things. But when it comes to their core values, the core values are not aligned, and they struggle to achieve. Once you identify and acknowledge the goals that are most important to you, you need to identify the obstacles to them, whether real or imaginary. You will begin to have clarity and a sense of purpose about the future. You will feel much more confident about the directions you are heading. So when it comes to getting clear, first you need to get quiet. Circling back. If you are not sure where you are going in life or feel like you are not going anywhere, think back